All right. So it's kind of funny because I start every single video off with all right. So yeah, I just witnessed a dude get completely arrested, and bro's truck just got towed, and that was easily like a $70,000 truck. So I kind of feel bad for him, but yeah, there it goes right now, actually. No, it might be more than that, but, yeah. So this is going to be a little, drive video, just some things to talk about. So, a little job thing that I've been thinking about, and I cannot make my mind up, and I really need to be making a decision, but it's kind of hard to make. So, the only two jobs that I have ever really wanted, to be honest, and I've been saying this for a very long time, like, I feel like I've had a general idea of the job that I want, and I just cannot make up my mind. So I'm trying to do some more research, and I'm trying to see what would fit me better as a person. And both of them I could be working towards, and I could honestly do both, like not both at the same time, but I could do, thought they were going to pull out in front of me for a second. I couldn't do both at the same time, but I could carry a CDL and be an air traffic controller at the same time. See, the thing is with CDL stuff, or like, okay, let me just go from air traffic controller things, and then we're going to go to, Class A CDL, over the road, truck driving, or maybe even local, just whatever I could, whatever I feel like, would work or I could get. So let's start with air traffic controller. So number one, or basically for air traffic controller, I could be working on both of them. So for air traffic controller, I could be working on it right now, just by gaining general work experience. Number two, air traffic controller, depending on which facility that I get, off of the bat, from the start, both are obviously not going to pay top dollar. Like, both of these are, you're going to get more, you're going to get a higher salary, and you're just going to get more money in general, with experience. And it really doesn't take that long, and you could really become, CPC for air traffic controller, which is certified specialist, or specialist controller, I think, or something like that. Or CPC, certified professional controller. Yeah, that's it. And then you could obviously gain experience pretty quickly. There's my dude right there driving the semi. You could gain experience pretty quickly from it. Within a year, you could, definitely be, at a decent, I guess I could say, cents per mile, CPM. And see, the thing is it would be really nice to be home every single night. That would be cool. Or every single day. But at the same time, if I wasn't home, if I was on, this dude's schedule right there, probably, be on the road for like 5 days, then come home for 2 or 3, or be gone for like 9 days. Because I have a great uncle. He is a Class A CDL driver. He drives for Schenker, I believe that's how you pronounce it, DB Schenker or something like that. And he does over the road, and he is gone for 9 days, and he's home for like 5 to 7. So that's a pretty decent schedule, I think, personally. But let's see. So for air traffic controller, I feel like I could top out higher definitely like higher than I could. Like, well, technically no. If you think about it, if you were doing like owner operator, or like, you own your own trucking company, you could turn that into a business, and you could scale that business to the limits. You could be a millionaire. But just based off of based salary, I feel like I would make a higher earning being an air traffic controller. Both jobs can be stressful. I believe that an air traffic controller job is more stressful because you have the lives of hundreds, sometimes thousands of people in your hands, and that can be very stressful. But really, like, if I got in a pretty big like air traffic controller tower, like a pretty big facility, level 12 is the highest, I could top out, like, especially I'm a big overtime worker. Like, if overtime is a possibility. Okay, why is it, it's so loud in here, like the cabin noise is kind of weird. It's very loud for some reason right now. Anyway, but like I said, I'm a pretty big overtime dude. So if the overtime is available, I'm obviously going to take it. Especially when I'm younger, being younger. But I just feel like it would be a really good job, and being an air traffic controller, because air traffic controllers are short-handed like crazy right now. The salaries and everything, obviously, everything is not based off of, money, but it is definitely a big thing for me. Because, I mean, that may sound greedy, or that may sound weird, but it takes good money these days to really, just in general. Like, I don't want to be, like, I want to be middle class, or more. Like, middle class is my goal. Like, I grew up, like, extremely poor, and I don't want to do that. Like, I want to set things up, if I ever have kids, I want to set things up for them as well, and, generations into generations and stuff like that. So, I mean, both would be good jobs, but for some reason, I want to lean more towards an air traffic controller. But I feel like, I don't know, I feel like a truck, or like a truck driver, I feel like that would be an easier field to get into, maybe because of the training at, in Oklahoma City, the, FAA stuff, the training at the academy. But whatever, but if I could just somehow luckily end up at like the Houston Tower, or like somewhere, any of the cities in Texas, really, like the Houston Tower, or maybe like somewhere like Chicago, maybe even Minneapolis. Probably not Minneapolis, but prefer, I can't really choose, but that would just be really anywhere in Florida, maybe, or Texas, maybe even California. But those are the places that I really want to live. Like, those are like my top three places. Like, to be honest, if I had a salary, or if I was just making, 30 to 50K a month, and I wasn't, really thinking too much on income, I was making a pretty good income, at least like maybe $500,000 a year, or really maybe even 250K plus a year, then I would probably consider living in like Southern California, or, places like that, because I feel like, around the San Diego area, Irvine, maybe, somewhere in Orange County, I feel like that would be a pretty good, experience, maybe, that'd be pretty good quality of life. Florida, that's another decent place. I feel like Florida might be on the bottom of my list, maybe. I don't know, though. Somewhere like, not really Fort Lauderdale, but maybe like Boca Raton, or like West Palm Beach, places like that. That would be fire. Houston, Austin, Dallas, Texas. Those are like my places that I would really love to live. really any of those. But it would be really nice to just, if I could just pick something and start working towards it, because I'm kind of to the point in my life where I'm working towards both. So if I decided that I wanted to, you know, officially go into air traffic controller or air traffic control in general, you know, then I would be doing that. But right now I'm kind of to the point where I'm in the position to be working towards both. But yeah, I feel like it would be a pretty good experience. But yeah, anyway, that's really all I had on my mind. Still don't know much about that, but yeah, those are really my main things when it comes to jobs. But I don't know. I'm finna broadlaw this person again. Watch. Boom. Ah. But anyway, yeah, that's all I have for the video. I'm actually gonna upload this one, so definitely gonna do that. With that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.